Hi guys, today I've got a surprise. It's the Garcia Foldable. Now, not long ago, we went to TemSG and checked out their 3 new Garcia foldable bikes. And well, they've kindly sent us one of them, which they say is the highest performance in terms of speed, how fast it can go. So I think they really want to put it to the test of our playground like Hendon and TMCR. Probably they have seen our videos on how we whack our Java Zero. Well, of course we welcome that and are more than happy to do it. And the fact that we're gonna have it for long term allows us to do more in-depth review, and we can have a lot of fun and we can play it at different places. So yep, definitely I'll give you a long-term review after that and see not only the performance but the durability of the foldable bike. The one that I have here is the Garcia Viento, and let's see what color we have gotten. This packaging is as you will get if you are purchasing a Garcia bike in Singapore. You purchase it from any online platform, either from their TemSG's own organic website or Shopee. It will come in this package and it's ready to use. So it's already fixed up and tuned. So all you need to do is take it out, unfold it and ride. By the way, I always like to do a seat test on the packaging. Now this looks very firm, but the S-seat test. Well done. It has passed my S-seat test. Packaging is firm, so it's going to be very well protected during the deliveries. Ready? Wow. Oh, yes. They've got 2 colors, this blue and the oil slick. And I'm glad I gotten the blue. If you have ever purchased a bike online, you may know that most of the time the bike would only be 70 to 80% assembled for the main purpose of fitting the bike as compactly as possible into a regular shaped cardboard box. So you will need to install some parts such as the front wheel, handlebar, pedals, and sometimes even the brakes. It can be challenging for people who are not familiar with installing bicycle parts. I was told by TemSG that all the bikes delivered locally are inspected and tuned before shipping. Now that is a very thoughtful move I believe that both new and experienced riders would appreciate. There are some protection foams and cardboard sheets wrapped on the frame. I would expected more, but surprisingly there is no scratches or any other damage on the bike. And that proves that these protection wrappings are sufficient and they can be removed quickly. Now after working in a bike shop for more than 10 years, I have unboxed hundreds of bikes before, and I can tell you how much I appreciate this easy and fast unboxing of the Garcia Viento. For the purpose of this video, I already slowed down to the process, and still it took barely more than a minute to make the bike ready to ride. So I've just unfolded the bike, and if you are doing this at home, if you got a new bike, there are actually a couple of tests that I want to do to check whether it is ready to go. So number 1, I call it a rocking test because I want to check that all the folding mechanisms are tight and they're fastened. So what I do is I will press the front brake. Okay, just press the front brake and start shaking it. Start rocking the bike slightly front and back. So at this point of time, you realize that if there's any part that is loose, then you will feel it. You will feel something shaky. You'll feel whichever part is moving. But now this is all good. Okay, then leads to the second test, which is the brake test. So I've got the front brakes are working well. I tested them one by one. Now the rear brake, you can also roll it to make sure that this brake is not rubbing. And for the front brake, no rubbing sound. Good. Number 3 is the gears. So this comes with a 1x9 gear. So I'm going to test whether all these gears are already tuned. I will drop it all the way to gear 9, go up one by one. Okay, and go to the heavy gears one by one. So the gears are already tuned, and that is something that I appreciate because sometimes some bikes, they don't come tuned, and if you are not an experienced mechanic or you don't really know anything about gears, then it'll be quite a hassle for you, because then you have to bring it to a bike shop and get a mechanic to actually tune up the gears for you. But this one, the Garcia Viento, has come all nicely tuned. And lastly, I want to check the tire pressure, because before you go, you have to make sure that the tires are pumped to the right pressure. Now these things, I can't expect them to do it, because from the time that it's been packed to the time that you receive it, probably some air would have already leaked from the tires, the pressure would have gone down. So this is totally within my expectation. Let's do a weight test and see how heavy or how light is this bike.
Wait, what?
11.446. While the manufacturer spec for this bike weighs 11.7 kg, and according to my weighing machine, it is 11.46. So roughly we are getting about the same weight. I mean, for a foldable bike at 11.4 kg, it is not heavy, but there are definitely some ways to make it lighter. And I already got some idea of what I would do in the future. Alright, so now let's take a look at the components that comes with the Garcia Viento. Let's start with the frame. So the Garcia Viento uses a chrome moly steel frame. Chrome moly steel is kind of a lightweight steel. As for the group set, it uses a 1x9 system, and it is the Shimano Sora group set. The front chainring is a 53T chainring, and it is a hollow tap. As for the cassette, it is running on an 11:32 gear ratio, and it is the Shimano Sora derailleur with a long cage. Now it is using a mechanical disc brake with a feed brake levers, and there is a detail that I really like, and that is the cables. The cables are all using jack wire. Now we've got a 20-inch wheel set. In particular, it is the 406 20-inch wheel set. As for the tire, we are using CST 20x1.5 tires. And if you're interested to know that the inner tube is using a shredder valve. And we got an MVS wheel hub. It's a low resistance wheel hub made specially for Garcia, and it's only fitted on the Garcia Viento. It is made in Taiwan. Let's do a sound test.
Okay.
Okay, so I've just ridden it around my shop for a couple of minutes, and it feels really good. It's fun, and I'm looking forward to do some really interesting outdoor rides with this Garcia Viento. So do look out for it, and remember to subscribe to our channel so that you will be notified when we do the interesting outdoor rides with this. Alright, so that's all I've got for you today with the Garcia Viento. Hope you like this, and see you next time.